Do not fly Frontier Airlines. They suck so freaking bad.
Do yourself a favor and don't fly Frontier. They're gonna ruin your trip and not give a damn about it.
I flew Frontier for the first time, and it will be the last time I ever fucking deal with this fucking airline.
I know there's nothing that nobody can do, but like Frontier, count your fucking days.
All right, story time about funky ass Frontier Airline. Disclaimer, I only flew with them because nobody else could get me where I needed to be on time. So I ain't had much choice, and it was a nonstop flight.
Y'all know Spirit Airlines recently shut down, and a lot of people had the opinion that Spirit was the worst airline. So I started looking into these other airlines, and I gotta say, Frontier might have had Spirit beat. In this video, we're gonna hear from some people who flew Frontier Airlines and regretted it. Let's get into it.
You pay for what you get for. Matter of fact, no, I paid too much and didn't get shit. That's why I'm here now. I flew there, booked the flight nonstop. They messaged, first red flag, because that's what the fuck these are, red flags, was, oh, we'll offer you $250 to take another flight because we had to move to a smaller airplane. I didn't take it because I needed to get to where the fuck I needed to go. So I got on the flight. It's a full flight. I paid for premium seats, which means you pick your own seat so you don't end up separated from your partner. Well, couldn't get into their online check-in because you need to go through the app for convenience. That motherfucker don't work. 10 times I tried. By the time my husband tries, he gets through just to see all the seats are filled. Only thing left is the emergency exit row. Okay, so let's take that. And it's in the very back of the damn plane. It's the last exit row. So we take it. Them seats hard as a motherfucker. Okay? When I sit back, I had to put the pillow in order to rest my neck because your head don't touch them plastic ass seats. It's horrible. No, they don't recline. They got 5 flight attendants. Why? I don't know. Because they ain't doing nothing. They don't pass out snacks. They don't do nothing. They're salespeople. They gonna sell you some shit and they gonna offer you their credit card. Okay?
Hold up. Okay, so a Frontier has a credit card, like Best Buy has a Best Buy credit card, and like Frontier has a credit card. They try to get you any way they can, don't they? Man, do other airlines have that? I don't know. You know, I don't fly. So y'all let me know in the comments. But that's wild to me.
That's what they're there for. Besides that, they don't do anything. They're nice as hell now. I'm not gonna say nothing about the employees. They were nice. But the company within itself, piece of shit. So I paid extra for seats that I didn't get. Then I paid online pre-check bag $69. To get there, my baggage was over $40. Went to the counter. So they charge you for being at the motherfucking counter. So I paid another $120 on top of this $25, $125 more dollars on top of the $69. All that just to get my luggage and they ain't got no motherfucking wheels. So I didn't call them right away because I'm tired. Look at me. I'm tired. Apparently I had 4 hours to call to get a 25 motherfucking credit voucher to fly with them again. $25. My suitcase was $200 plus, but $25. And it was going to do that as a courtesy because I missed the 4-hour window that I had to complain about my baggage. Okay? I'm thinking it's a contract. I gave you $200 to get my luggage that I gave you from point A to point B. Mm-hmm. If you don't do that, you should get my goddamn money back, don't y'all think?
Yeah.
No, apparently they didn't think that because $25 credit, airline credit is what they offered me. Hell no, I don't want your credit. You better move wisely because we see what the fuck happened to Spirit. Y'all next. Y'all cousins. Ooh, can't stand them. Anyway, I won't be going with them no more because my main airlines are JetBlue and Delta and I ain't never had no problems with them.
Look, this is where this concept is crazy to me. How do you give me bad service and then think a discount for next time is gonna satisfy me? Like, I'm not coming back. You know, your little $25 off or whatever it is, it's not gonna do anything for me. It's not gonna replace my luggage that you broke, that had wheels on it when I gave it to you, but now it doesn't have wheels on it. What is your $25 voucher gonna do for me?
If you're thinking about flying Frontier, don't. It's the worst airline. I just flew Frontier for the first time. Awful. I went up to the gate agent to try to get a different seat. I was fully expecting to pay, but usually I can schmooze my way into a better seat. Could not. First thing she said was, "You're gonna have to pay for it." Fine. I wanted a better seat anyway. I get up, she charges my card, and she prints off my original ticket. That's not what I asked for. And then she said, "What else can I help you for?" I said, "I wanted a different ticket." "What did you charge me for?" And she goes, "Oh, it's $25 to talk to me." Bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit.
Is there a sign somewhere, like right in front of the desk, like, if you need to talk to me, it's $25? How you just gonna charge me for something without telling me you're gonna charge for that something before you charge me? Wait a minute, did y'all understand what I just said? You know, you're supposed to tell me what you're gonna charge me for, not just take my card and charge it whatever you want to charge it for.
And then I had to pay, again, $25 plus a fee to change my seat to an exit row. Then we get onto this airplane. I've never flown Frontier, and I was trying to, gauge the seats. I'm like, oh my God, it's $49 for the front of the plane. I'm like, that's first class. I'm like, how much is first class? And she goes, "We don't have first class. We don't have it." Bitch. So I was like, okay, what's the difference between the front and the back? And she goes, "I don't know. What do you want?" And I was like, well, I want more leg room. I'm tall. I'm 6'4". And she was like, "Exit row. Get an exit row." I'm like, okay, but do you get any perks with the front of the seat? And she goes, "I don't know." Absolute fucking bitch.
In other words, no, there's no perks up there, but I don't want to tell you that because I want to sell you this ticket. I want you to buy this upgraded ticket. There are no perks, but I'm not going to tell you because I don't know if they get commission off the sales of tickets for upgrades. I don't know, but that just sounds weird. Because there's no difference. So why wouldn't you just say that? Yeah, let's go.
Let me just say this. Do not fly Frontier Airlines. They suck so freaking bad. I've been up going on 20 hours. Flew from Georgia to Dallas. Couldn't get my boarding pass off the app because the app was glitching. So I couldn't see what gate. I couldn't see what time we were boarding. I couldn't see when we were leaving. So as a result of that, they told me the wrong gate. They switched the gate. So the gate was at a whole nother gate. And by the time I heard about the flight leaving, I got to the gate and it had already closed with 3 minutes. I was 3 minutes too late. So they told me I had to rebook. Okay, cool. I'll go rebook. So I go to the counter and I explained to them what happened and the fact that I could not get my boarding pass. I could not see what gate or when the plane was leaving. They tell me that I still have to rebook and charge me a rebooking fee. I I've been at this airport 20 hours at this point. And I rebooked my flight. And I just got an email that this flight is delayed. And it's not even a straight shot to San Francisco. It's going to Las Vegas. And I have to stay in Vegas 6 hours before my flight to San Francisco takes off. Do not fly Frontier. Do something else. This is the worst experience I've ever had with an airline.
I don't know who told her the wrong gate. But I know everything is digital now, so you can have everything on your phone. They can send text alerts to your phones when gates change, and you have the app now. But do they still have like the signs in the airports, or what is it? The messages over the loudspeaker about whatever? Or they only relying on technology, your phone and apps now? Let me know, because like I said, I don't fly, so y'all gotta let me know this stuff.
As if you needed a reason to never fly Frontier Airlines. I just checked in for my flight. I paid for a bag while I was checking in. I paid for my checked bag. I show up to the airport. Their system had added my checked bag that I just paid for 20 minutes ago to my flight from last week. I'm at Denver International Airport. The supervisor was the one checking me in, screamed at me while I was checking in for the flight because I was like, hey, why do I need to pay for a second bag? I just paid for a bag 20 minutes ago. Here's the literal bank statement and the charge that went through 20 minutes ago. And she was like, you're the one screaming. You're the one who added the bag to the wrong flight. No, fuck Frontier. Why the fuck would I ever pay for a bag while I'm checking in for my flight tonight and then have it go to my flight from Monday? That makes no fucking sense.
And how is that even possible? That just tells me if y'all system allows that, you just out here to steal people money. Because why would the system even allow me to add a checked bag and pay for a checked bag from a flight that already happened? Why does your system even allow me to do that? You leave it open or possible to do that, hoping people will make mistakes and you can take their money. It's free money for y'all. So you gotta fix that. That shouldn't even be possible.
So this is my first time flying Frontier, right? And so far everything has been smooth, and I've been hearing a lot of bad things about Frontier. No shade, OT. Now I only had one thing before this trip, because we're going somewhere for Wizard Kelly's 30th birthday, that happened. And it just happened. So mind you, I'll god damn. Mind you, I end up downloading the Frontier app so the process is smooth with check-in and everything else, right? So I end up forgetting to book the actual check-in bag, right? Mind you, I've never flown here before. So boom, I'm like, you know what? Let me just call customer service. So I'm telling her my concerns. Hey, I forgot to do my check-in bag. Can you help me add it on? So she's like, okay, cool. What's your name and your confirmation number, right? I end up giving it to her. Mind you, whenever I was in the app, I seen the check-in bag was only $54 prior to the flight, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm going to get the same price when I call in. So whenever I call in, she's like, okay, cool. It'll be $99. $99? So I'm like, hold on, man. It shows $54 on the app. Why would I pay $99 when it shows $54 on the app? So she immediately gets quiet. It's like an awkward silence. So I'm like, hello? So she's like, oh yeah, you can do it through the app. Well, why you didn't tell me that from the get-go? Is that protocol? Like, am I tripping? Or y'all get commission extra off the check-in bags? Like, come on now. The most cost-effective will be what I told you initially. The $54, what I told you what I wanted to pay. I'm not paying no damn $99. So I'm like, man, why would I pay $99 when I just seen it for $54? The math not math. So she's like, oh, okay, I can walk you through it. You better. So in the midst of her trying to figure it out, I end up figuring out my damn self on how to add the booking myself through the app. So I'm just like, ma'am, I got it. Thank you so much. Click. Frontier. Is that protocol or what? Because why would I pay $99 whenever I seen it $54 in the app? Questions that need answers. And had this happened to y'all?
Why is it even a different price? Like, this just feels like y'all are here to scam people out of money. Why is it even a different price? What's the difference? That's crazy. It's different pricing depending on how you add it. Is it the same thing with the ticket? Depending on, you know, where you buy the ticket, how you buy the ticket, is a different price?
This plane is funky as fuck. Man, y'all, I didn't even have time to get anything to eat before I got on this bitch because I was rushing and I didn't want to miss my flight. But to make that even more fucked up, this flight attendant, she stank. I swear to God, this bitch smelled like must-ass, sweat, and armpit. And y'all know when y'all hungry and a motherfucker or something or somebody stank, that make your motherfucking stomach start hurting, your stomach start growling and burning and shit and doing twists and turns and shit. I'm irritated in a motherfucker. I look a hot ass mess. My hair look fucking crunchy. I'm just ready to get the fuck up off this plane. And remind me to never fly Frontier again. Cause as soon as I walked on this bitch, it smelled like feet. But I'm probably still gonna fly this shit anyway cause it be cheap as hell.
Nah, I don't know. You know, I don't know if we could put that on Frontier because she didn't get specific about what is smelling. So I don't know if it's the plane itself or somebody on the plane. But I think if it was somebody, I mean, couldn't we all gather together and complain about that person and get him kicked off before this plane take off? I mean, or make them, you know, go wash up or something. Like, so, but I don't know if we could put that on Frontier because it might be a person and not the actual plane. But let's go.
Had another crazy go wild experience. So I booked the flight, $16 upfront plus, which extra leg room, you're in the front of the plane, you get off faster. It's like $26 extra. So I get that. Buddy sitting next to me wants to get drunk as hell on this flight. So as soon as we were able to lift off because they had to get the ice off the plane, he orders a Buffalo Trace and a beer, but he ordered 2 Buffalo Traces and a beer. And apparently the stewardess wasn't trying to have none of that. She said, there's no way I'm gonna give you 2. We can start with 1. So the guy behind orders the same deal. Let me get 2 Buffalo Trace. She says, there's no way I'm gonna give you 2. We can start with 1. Long story less long, he tries to get 3 Buffalo Trace. And the lady says, oh hell no. I told you before, you drinking them too fast. Next thing I know, he calls her a fucking bitch and takes a picture of her with his phone without her permission because she won't give him her name. Mind you, his wife is on the plane, sitting on the next row over because they both wanted window seats. While he going off, she immediately, as soon as he started to go off, she said, like, I don't know this nigga. And then you hear him when he get off the plane. You're like, do you see that bitch cut me off for 3 drinks? And it's like, dog, we were only flying for 15 minutes. You needed 3 drinks? But that go wild pass, man. I paid the extra $26 because I'm trying to get the platinum status where I could bring somebody for $16 and I could sit up front for free pretty much at check-in. I don't have to pay for it. So I'm like a couple miles away. So I'm gonna book next Monday and then I'm gonna be good to go. platinum status. Get you a Go Wild pass.
A Go Wild pass. I don't know what exactly that is. But I mean, do y'all, anybody out there fly Frontier? Y'all gotta let me know in the comment section how it was for you. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you gonna use them again? Let me know in the comment section. And what is a Go Wild pass? Let's go.
Yo, why? I'm at the airport, and these really tried to extort me, bro. Like, long story short, I got 2 bags that I needed checked. Now, keep in mind, I already paid $130 for both bags, right? Boom. They put it on the scale, and one of them is heavy. They always overweight. So she like, oh, it's $100. It's $100 fee. I'm like, all right. I take out $100, and I give her $100 now. When I take out my money, you feel me? I probably got like $600-700 in cash. So the go, it's not $150. It's not. So I'm like, what? She said $100. Like, boom. So she go, oh, we can't take cash, but like you got to give it to me discreetly. So I'm like, what? What's going on here? So she like, put it in your passport, hand me your passport. I'm like, all right. When I give you this, give me my receipt. She like, all right. I give it to her. I'm like, with my receipt. She print me out a piece of paper. I read it. The shit say, it say $270. The price of my flight. I start blacking. Yo, bro, I think I'm stupid. I was born in a day, it wasn't yesterday, bro. Like, if you wanted a little extra 50 for the fucking, for letting my bag go through, then say that. Or I was gonna give you that anyway. Once you, like, this is my thing, bro. I was on a top because I swear to God, I rarely ever pay for my check bags. The only time I pay is if I do it ahead of time. If I get to the airport and it's a bitch at the desk, I flirt with the bitch and she put my bag through for free. Every time. But today I ain't want to deal with no, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, I'm going to pay. But I would have tipped, because when she do that, like, yo, appreciate you here. Boom, give her a little 50 or, you know what I'm saying? $20 or whatever they smile. That's regular. The fact that you thought that you was going to up the price to $150 after you seen I had cash, you lost me. Then you had me give you my $100 like a drug transaction, and it wasn't even like, it was just the demanding of it, like, yeah, we gonna need that 100. Bitch, what you talking about? Like, y'all pocketing the bread. I start blacking. Niggas put my bag through for the free ski and gave me a receipt as if I paid, but I didn't pay because when I blacked, I took my money back.
Is that like an airport hack or something? Does that happen where you could just, you know, instead of paying the whole bag fee, whatever it is, $100, $150, whatever it is, you just give the person there, you know, behind the desk $50 or $60 or whatever for them to put your bag through? Is that how it goes? Yeah. y'all gotta let me know.
Y'all, I'm so damn sick of Frontier. This is the second time, and it won't be no third time, that they have canceled my flight. And I've already been checked in at the airport and everything. In the bag check line and everything. And they cancel my flight. They don't say nothing to you. When you go get your little printout, the little stupid ass lady looking retarded as hell with a little thing. Oh, you have to go to this line right here. This line right here and talk to the people at the counter. They're going to get your little bag thing. Then when you get up to the, after waiting in a long ass line, you get up to the counter to talk to the lady that this other employee just told you to sit there and talk to. You got another retarded looking motherfucker sitting there on the counter. Gonna tell you, oh, your flight's been canceled. You actually have to go wait into the line over there. Then you look over there, it's another long ass line of motherfuckers that's been canceled, trying to get scheduled to go to. I'm so glad that my sister's not graduating today. And it's always some, oh, we don't have nothing else flying out today. You're gonna have to wait until tomorrow. Well, what are y'all giving? Are y'all giving vouchers? Are y'all giving hotel vouchers, meal vouchers, some type of compensation for this kind of fuckery that y'all got going on? Because I know for a fact when Delta needed more seats or United needed more seats, they offer $500 just for you to wait till the next flight. And that's the same goddamn day. Frontier, oh no, there's nothing that we can do about that. All they fucking employees' wigs be tilted to the left. That's how you should. That should have been my motherfucking sign right there, not to book with them. Even the bitch on the little pamphlet looks fucking high on crack. Like, it's fucking crazy. But they expect people to just keep... They another motherfucking spirit. Never again. Baby, pay the extra $250, go to Delta, United, and I've always been flying United. I just decided to be motherfucking cheap these last 2 times. And I learned my goddamn lesson. Do not do it. Do not do it. Then I'm sitting there in line, sitting here I'm frustrated as hell, trying to call my people and let them know, oh, don't pick me up at the airport, because guess who's not going to be there? Surprise, me. I'm going to be there tomorrow night after they done moved their schedule to get me. And it's some crybaby little baby that comes from around the counter tugging on her mama leg. Like, y'all let people have their kids behind the damn counter while they supposed to be working? Because they definitely ain't figuring out no problems for us. But they damn sure got their raggedy kids with snotty noses behind the counter tagging on their leg while they sitting here telling us, oh, there's nothing that can be done. I guess you couldn't find a babysitter just like you couldn't find another flight for me today, right? Frontier is ghetto as hell. Do not do it.
Frontier, was it bring your child to work day? Like, what? And I want to see the pamphlet now. Like, somebody got the pamphlet. I need to see it. I need to see the pamphlet. I need to see the woman on the front of the pamphlet. You know, anybody can direct me to a website or something where I can get a pamphlet. I just want to see it. That's crazy.
They kicked me off the plane because of shirt. All cool matter, man. Indeed. It's great, though. For sure, for sure. Indeed. I did. I walked through the terminal.
Down or whatnot, many people can see your shirt. So what she's trying to explain to you is that your shirt may be offensive. It may not be offensive to you. You may have a perfectly good explanation to why you're wearing that shirt.
It's my clothing brand.
Okay.
And I believe all cool matters is a women empowerment brand.
And that's fine, but that's what that means to you. But to others, it may not seem that way.
And that's okay. People could wear a Trump Make America Great Again and it's empowering themselves, but other people might feel offended. But you don't have to get off the plane for wearing a fucking Trump hat, do you? Some people could get offended by people wearing hijabs on their head. Did that mean somebody got to get off the fucking plane for wearing a hijab?
When it comes to this matter, we're specifically talking about your shirt.
We're talking about clothing items.
Yes, that's true.
Everything I just mentioned is a clothing item.
Okay, that's true.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
For example, even if you go inside of Disneyland, if you have certain offensive shirts, they won't let you in. So same here as far as airport.
Is this Disneyland or is this the airport?
An example.
Look, like they're able to refuse service to who they want to refuse it to. It's their business. It's their property. They can refuse you service. They can do that. But he got a good point. Like, he got a good point. You know, his shirt might be offensive to people, and you know they don't let him fly because of that. But you know, people can actually take offense to anything. Like, you know, like the stuff he mentioned, and you know, like, look, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. You know, somebody on the plane with me, wearing a Philadelphia Eagles shirt, you know, it's offensive to me. All right, we need you off this plane, okay? Like, people can take offense to anything. So he has a great point, but you know, like I said, they can refuse service to whoever, and you know, sucks.
I swear to God, Frontier is the fucking worst airline ever. I would never in my life fly with them people ever again.
They made me sit in the airport. I've been at the airport since 2:30 p.m. They made me sit there for 5 hours just to tell us at 8 p.m. that our flight is canceled. Then on top of that, they tell us, okay, y'all, in order for y'all to get to Buffalo, in order for y'all to get there, y'all gonna have to get on the airplane, either a flight to Denver and then a layover to the next day at 6:58 p.m. Or y'all could go to Orlando, where y'all gonna have to do a layover overnight and have to get on an airplane at 8:45 a.m. Turn around and give me a voucher, and I got a voucher that say a shuttle is provided. Whole time I calls the hotel, ain't no fucking shuttle provided. Then I gotta get the runaround by the fucking agents that keep hanging up talking about ain't no supervisor available, ain't nobody to talk to, don't nobody got no corporate number for me to reach out to, no nothing. Why am I paying out my fucking pocket to get to a fucking hotel if you motherfuckers want to cancel my fucking flight? I wouldn't have had to pay for no fucking hotel. I wouldn't have had to even go to one. I swear to God, these fucking people need to be put out of fucking business. I swear to God, it should be fucking illegal. Like, it's okay, though. Because I promise you, I'm going to sue the fuck out of Frontier, and I mean that on my kids. I'm calling the lawyer fucking tomorrow. I'm calling me a lawyer tomorrow to see who the fuck I can talk to sue the fuck out of Frontier. I do not recommend nobody go through that fucking airline. That shit is treacherous. It took us, why the fuck? Our plane's supposed to leave at 10:19. We ain't leave till 12 o'clock midnight. We just got to Orlando at 1:30 in the morning. I got to get up and get on another flight by 8:45 a.m. Meaning that I got to get up at 6 o'clock to even get to the fucking airport.
Might as well stay there. I don't know. Is anybody out there who works for an airline or is, works in the airport or whatever, like, how long is the turnover? I'm guessing they have to do maintenance on the plane, make sure everything is all right. But how long from completing the maintenance till boarding is it? Because I know sometimes when you're doing the maintenance stuff, things might happen. You see things and you're like, oh, shoot, we got to fix this. We can't fly. We got to cancel that flight. I get it, but how long before boarding do you do that maintenance stuff? Because to me, I feel like it should be done way before boarding. You shouldn't have to tell me 30 minutes before I board, an hour before I board, that the flight is canceled, because 20 minutes ago, you found out about some maintenance issues that can't be fixed tonight. So let me know, what's the process? Like, after the maintenance to boarding, what's the time in between there? How much time is it between those two things? Because a lot of people get there, go through TSA, do all of that, get to the gate, and then, hey, it's canceled. Like, you didn't know that 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago? Let's go. I'm mad and I don't even fly nowhere. I'm mad. I'm mad for her. Let's go.
To disconnect the air conditioning, which is my main point. So it's going to get pretty uncomfortable back there, a bit warm for about 5 minutes or so. I do apologise for that, but it's sort of a necessity to get the engine started and get out of here. Appreciate your patience. That's my update. Just waiting for the paperwork, and then we'll push on out of here. Our engine's using a ground card, air card start. That being said, that's probably going to take about minimum, I'd say, 25 to 30 minutes. So if you need to get up and use the restroom, please feel free to do so. Jump in your cell phones, whatever you need to do to stay comfortable. I apologise about the delay. These aircraft are sometimes gremlins. We do look forward to getting up there as soon as possible. This definitely isn't terminal. We've had this many a time. It's just a matter of going through the process, getting the paperwork done, and getting that APU disconnected, APU bleed disconnected. Appreciate you being with us. Sit back, relax, do what you need to, and I'll keep you updated as things progress. Thank you. To write it up is probably the best way to put it, and put it in our logbooks under sort of FAA regulations. So, like I said, there's nothing wrong with the aircraft, but now we have to go through yet another procedure to be able to make the aircraft airworthy, in inverted commas. I just went out, spoke to maintenance. They said that's going to take yet another half an hour. I do apologise for the delay. I'll get the seatbelt sign off. We'll go through the same process. Feel free to use your cell phones. I'll absolutely keep you updated as things progress, and I sincerely apologise for this delay.
Let me off. Let me off. I'll go somewhere. I'll go somewhere else. I'll do something else. Nah, like, I don't know if if I'm on a plane and something electrical is not working. I don't care what it is. I'm nervous. You know, if I hit that call button and that ain't do not come on, I am nervous. That's crazy. No AC, and then the man say, "Sit back and get comfortable." How? Can I open this window? Like, that's the only way I'm gonna get comfortable with no AC.
This is for Frontier and Frontier Airlines only. If you're not Frontier Airlines, please keep scrolling. Now to the front. March 1st, I flew from Los Angeles, California to Denver, Colorado, and then to New Orleans, Louisiana. I checked in my bag, and when I checked in my bag, they told me I did not have to worry about it until I got to New Orleans. It would be shipped straight there. As he's checking in my bag, I noticed that he didn't put the bag tag on my luggage and just threw it straight back to the conveyor belt. Okay, I haven't flown in a long time, so I just thought that maybe, you know, it's a different procedure since it was a duffel bag. This is not my job. But I digress. I'm on the plane like, I wonder what outfit I'm gonna wear. Ha! Psych! Mind you, my bag was filled with brand new clothes that I just spent $300 on to go on this trip for. When I arrive in New Orleans, guess what? My bag was not there. So we waited in the airport for about 2 hours looking for my bag. It was nowhere to be found. And then, when I get back to LA, they don't even have a number that I can call. It's a website. And I still have gotten no response from Frontier Airlines. Not an email, not a phone call. Only New Orleans airport was still trying to look for my bag, and I really appreciate that, but it never left Los Angeles because it didn't have a tag on it. I got back to Los Angeles, and I talked to the clerk. They could not find my bag. So I would like my money back because I had to spend $300 on clothes outside of Los Angeles, taking away from my friends for my fun. So Frontier, get back to me, because I just heard that if you go public, they might respond. So if you guys can respond, that'll be great. Tag them in the comments if you want to help.
Man, like, how are you going to get that bag back? That bag is gone. That bag is gone. I'm going to tell you, somebody saw it had no tag on it and took it home. How can you even prove it's yours at this point? Well, I guess besides, can you, like, identify a bag through surveillance camera? You know what I mean? But, you know, once it went on that conveyor belt with no tag on it, they were like lost back there. Like, whose is this? You know, we don't know where this goes to. We don't know what plane to put this stuff on. You know, I don't know what the process is, you know, for airports if they, you know, they get a bag off the conveyor belt with no tag on it. If y'all know, let me know what happens next to a no tag bag. Let's go.
But Tanisha, I thought you had a flight to Puerto Rico this weekend to go hang out with your wife for her 40th birthday. Is that your luggage still at home? Are you in your kitchen? And why, you ask? Because Frontier is some bullshit. We had a flight out of Denver to Miami, and then it was supposed to be from Miami to Puerto Rico. Our flight was supposed to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning. At 7, we're still not on the plane, and they're like, oh, sorry, we're going to be delayed until 6 a.m. 6 a.m., excuse me? The fuck?
What?
Frontier has the absolute worst customer service, worst flight policies, worst everything. I am so fucking pissed. It is not even funny. Those people gave us so much attitude, like we fucking did something wrong. And then there was no type of effort to fucking get us to where we were going. We had connecting flights. So we had one flight attendant. She was kind of nice. She was cool. But the best she could do was Denver to Philadelphia, and then literally all day in Philadelphia. We would have made it to Philadelphia at, I don't know, I think it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. But then we would have had to stay in the airport all fucking day until 11:59 tomorrow night to get on a plane out of Philly to fucking Puerto Rico. So we lose a whole day of the trip. We were only going to stay out there until Monday and then come back home to Denver. So what? We would have made it out there Sunday morning, been shit ass tired, because then at that point we'd have been traveling for about 26, 27, 28 hours. Tired as fuck. No time to sightsee, no time to go to the pool, no time to eat, no time to do nothing but be mad. Get back on a plane and try to come back to Denver. So we said, fuck that. Cancel the flight, get the refund. Do not fly Frontier. They are trash.
To let me board a plane, find my seat, get comfortable, and then you come on the plane, say, "Hey, psych, y'all thought y'all was going somewhere. You gotta go." Like, that's worse. What happened? What happened between, hey, you can board? What did you find out after that says we can't fly now? I'm getting mad. And I don't know why. I am upset.
All right. I got a bone to pick with Tampa International Airport, specifically for Frontier. I'm here. I left Fort Myers 7 a.m. in the morning to get to Tampa because I'm going to San Juan. Vacation, birthday's coming up, cool. Men's trip, got out the group chat. We all vibing. Got one right here, chilling. Other two over there. We're vibing, right? Our flight was at 12:39. We're supposed to get there at 3:52. Tell me how we've been having technical difficulties, maintenance that's been going on for now 3 hours, almost 4. We got a $15 voucher for some eats. And I haven't eaten all day, so I got extra. So I'm just confused. And now, after getting back, after our eats, we're supposed to leave. Come to find out we got another 3-hour wait. Delay. So now we're not leaving until 5:12. Whole day, gone, in airport. I need answers. And I need them fast.
Man, like, I know, like, you gotta be skilled and you go through school in order to do maintenance on planes, right? You know what I mean? So there should be somebody who looks at the problem, looks at the issue, and understands how long it's going to take. You know, like, you shouldn't tell me 3 hours, then come back 2 hours later. Actually, it's going to be 4 more hours. Like, you should know how long. Ain't that what they teach you in school? Hey, man, these stories are crazy. It makes me just want to take a Greyhound bus. Like, for real. You know, instead of instead of my attempt at a 4-hour flight, you know what? Let me just get on this bus for 25 hours. You know what I mean? Like, it's I might get there before you. And I'm on the Greyhound bus. I might get there before you, because you got so many delays and layovers. I might get there before you.
Y'all, when I tell y'all I have been having the worst like day ever, and I never come on TikTok and cry because it's like, what the hell is TikTok gonna do? and I had a flight leaving from Arizona to Atlanta with Frontier, which I already know Frontier is a shitty airline, but I know all the tricks and trades for the most part. So I'm like, I know how to handle Frontier. My flight was leaving at 3:16 p.m. and I got to the airport early, checked in, everything was fine. I'm sitting at the gate. Before they did the last call, I went to use the bathroom, and I came back, and I was at the gate at 3 o'clock. They told me that they gave away my seats to 2 standby customers because I came to the gate late. So I'm like not even registering what they're saying. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I have my boarding pass. Like, I'm literally here. The gate is not closed. They literally just started printing out two of these standby passengers tickets. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Literally, they shut the door. They literally say there's nothing that we can do. I came late, and I'm like, I know that they closed the gate before a certain time, but I'm literally sitting at the gate. They were like, we called your name. I said, I did not hear my name. I was literally sitting on a seat just like this. And then I went to use the bathroom real quick. Like, I'm like, okay, let me use you want to use the bathroom before I go on the flight. And for them to literally give away my ticket, my seat, and they gave it to the 2 people. The 2 people ran inside the plane. They shut the door on me, and I am stuck here for another day. And I thank God, like, I'm not broke. Like, I have it to stay here another day. But, like, when you're traveling, you want to get home. Like, I do not want to stay at another Airbnb because the hotels here are freaking expensive. I don't want to Uber back and forth. Like, I want to be in my bed. Like, literally, I'm usually trying to do better about handling bad news and stuff like that. And I've had, like, bad stuff from my hair and everything or whatever. And I just never let it faze me. I'm like, I'm going to just keep pushing. I'm going to keep going, whatever, because I'm only here for a day. But literally, Frontier can kiss my ass. I literally went to American Airlines literally before that flight flew off. They said nobody could help me, and if I wanted to pay for American, it would be $1,100, even though online it was $430. Like, I know there's nothing that TikTok can do, so I'm just sitting here venting, and I'm waiting on another Uber to take me to a bumfuck Airbnb, just to get up and have to travel tomorrow at 3 a.m., get here at 3 a.m. to do a layover for 4 hours in Dallas, to do another 4-hour flight to get home to Atlanta. So, like, I know there's nothing that nobody can do, but, like, Frontier, count your fucking days.
Man, yeah, a lot of these issues that people have, not only with Frontier, but it's like getting to the gate late, you know. A lot of people have that issue. That's why, you know, as early as you can get to this airport, get to the airport. You know, a lot of people want to cut it close and all that, but you know, just get there, okay? Don't give them an excuse, a reason to not let you on the plane, because I'm sure if you got a check bag now, your check bag is going and you're not. It's a lot. So man, that sucks. You know, for you to be right there and to see 2 people get on and take your spot, that has to hurt.
So if you are flying anywhere in the United States or anywhere ever, never fly Frontier. If you fly Frontier, you're going to lose your bag. They're going to charge you for said bag that they lost and not reimburse you. They're not going to help you get any clothes or anything that's in your bag for your trip. And then they're going to wait till the day that your trip is over and then tell you that they're going to bring your bag to the airport and not do so. And Pam and Karen at the Las Vegas terminal for Frontier were so incredibly rude. They've hung up on me several times. They don't want to help me get my bag to the terminal that I'm at, even though they said they would. It would be waiting for me here, and it's not. They don't have a corporate number for Frontier Airlines. The customer service is absolutely terrible. They charged me for this bag and won't refund me for the bag that I never got. The bag never made the plane, but yet they charged me for it, and I can't get reimbursed for it. So if you were ever flying anywhere, if you're ever using any kind of airport, anything, never fly Frontier. ever. Do yourself a favor and don't fly Frontier. They're gonna ruin your trip and not give a damn about it, and be incredibly rude when trying to rectify the situation.
Yeah, that's the worst customer service ever. Y'all messed up, and you mad at me. I don't understand that. You know, it wasn't probably you that messed up. It was one of your fellow Frontier Airlines employees or the people who work at the airport handling baggage or whatever. But it wasn't me. Why are you mad at me? I'm just asking for help on a mistake that wasn't caused by me. Say, man.
I don't think there's an airline I hate more than Frontier. Like, everyone gives Spirit such a bad name, but quite literally, Frontier is the worst air fucking line. Y'all, let me set the scene for you. So, my fucking flight boards, it says it starts boarding at 12:59. Mind you, it says I'm boarding out of E10. Then I get an update. It says it's boarding out of E8. Y'all, it turns out I was boarding out of D20 the entire time. And at Harry Reid, you have to take a terminal to get from E to D. So by the time I got there, she was just like, yeah, no, we already closed the gates. You got to go back downstairs to get rebooked. And she was just such a fucking cunt about it. Like, gosh. Like, like, when you run into somebody that hates their fucking life and they hate their fucking job, like, God, they're just ready to take it out on everybody else. Oh, my God, like, it pisses me off that I live on this fucking planet with the most miserable fucking scum of the fucking earth. So, yeah, now I'm not going into fucking my hometown until tomorrow. Was the next flight out. Tomorrow at 3:30 p.m.
Look, a lot of these airport employees got PTSD. You know, because a lot of people come in there, they're late for their flight, they didn't do what they supposed to do as far as checking bags or whatever, and they get mad and they yell at the employees and they get frustrated. So a lot of these employees have PTSD, so they just they just get mad at anybody as if they are one of those rude passengers when they're not. You know what I mean? Like, the dude, like 2 flights before me, yelled at you, cussed you out, tried to swing on you, you know, but I'm not him, okay? Don't treat me bad because of what he did. But I think there's a lot of that with these airport employees, because they do have to deal with a lot of rude people. Yes, but they shouldn't be rude. Okay? Let's go.
Y'all, I flew Frontier for the first time, and it will be the last time I ever fucking deal with this fucking airline. It was one thing, all the obnoxious charges to even get somewhere, but I bought my ticket through another site, and I checked in to go home, and they canceled my ticket. Even though I checked in, I got all the way to the gate, scanned it, and they were like, oh no, your thing's been canceled. I literally have a boarding pass, but okay. So then they're like, oh, well no, you have to buy a new ticket, but you can't get on this flight, so we're gonna close the door to let the flight leave without you, with my luggage and my medical supplies, all on the plane. They said, too bad, we can't get it for you, we're not gonna hold it for you. And so I I'm not going home today. I have to go home tomorrow morning. I have no luggage. And these soulless fucking idiots that work here, I don't know how they sleep at night, treating customers so poorly. I will never ever, ever fly Frontier again.
So Frontier, you flagged his ticket because he bought it from another site, probably at a cheaper price. And because of that, you just don't let him fly and make him buy. That's if you don't want people buying tickets from other sites, why do you allow it? They obviously have been authorized, whatever that other site was. It's obviously been authorized because it's in your system that he has a ticket. Yeah. Greyhound. Greyhound.
Speaking of stuff that's getting out of hand, these airlines, specifically Frontier, okay, because that's who I flew last weekend when I went to Dallas. And baby, I am pissed. And I know somebody gonna watch this video and be like, well, that's why you supposed to be at the airport earlier. I don't care about none of that. Okay? Yeah. So anyway, this is what happened. Got to the check-in counter. They said, because it's like less than an hour before departure, we can't check your bag. Why not? They said, yeah, but you can take the bag through TSA and pay at the gate. I said, I already paid for the bag. They said, no, you're going to have to pay again. I said, I know you're lying. So my sister, she had to open her bag and throw out all her lotions and body washes because they was full size. Me, because I always be traveling, I have travel size stuff. So I didn't open my bag because I didn't think I had anything. Little did I know, they pulled my bag aside and they said, come with us. They pulled out my Dove spray deodorant. And they like, yeah, this too big. I said, okay, cool. Wasn't tripping. Then they pulled out my Fenty body lava. Trophy wife. Okay? I don't even think she make it no more. They said, yeah, this too big. You got to throw it away. I said, I know you lying. One of the workers was like, yeah, this looks expensive. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna lie. I started crying because, listen, I was just overwhelmed. And I love my Fenty body lava. So anyway, I'm waiting to the side for my sister to still get her bag. And then the worker came up to me and he was like, actually, I'm sorry. The bottle is 3 ounces. It just looks bigger than it actually is. So you can keep it.
Somebody was going to take it. So one of the workers was going to steal that. And then they got convinced not to. What do you mean the bottle looks bigger than 3 ounces, but it's not? Does it not say how many ounces it is on the bottle? Usually it's labeled. I don't know how Rihanna, Fenty, I don't know how they do that stuff, but any lotions, when I go to the aisle in Walmart, all of them got how many ounces it is up there. All of them. So what do you mean? Somebody was going to steal it and somebody else changed their mind. Y'all employees, y'all employees at Frontier, y'all think y'all slick, man.
Cool. Love to see it. Okay. I still got an attitude though, because they take it too long with my sister bag. Anyway, get to the gate. Just like the worker at the other counter said, we had to pay for the bag. $99. Okay. My check bag was $54. But I had to pay $99 because they wouldn't check it at the counter because we was overtime. Yeah. Frontier, count your days. Because that's ridiculous. Even though my bag fit in the overhead bin, they still told me that I had to pay $99.
Yeah, from what we just saw, Frontier, you got problems. You got issues. And this low ticket fee, but we're going to overcharge you for everything else. You know, I might as well buy a high ticket, a high ticket airline. It's gonna cost me the same amount, and I'm gonna have less stress. You charging me $100 for a bag that I already paid $25 for, so it, and you don't want to tell me what the price is until I get to the gate, until I'm at the gate, about to board the plane. And now you say, "Oh, it's $100. What you gonna do?" What you think? I'm gonna pay it. It's like you robbing me. I'd rather get on a plane where the ticket is like $300-$400, and so I wouldn't have to deal with all that, because that's just crazy. But yeah, if y'all had any problems with Frontier, if you had a great time on Frontier Airlines and it was smooth and everything went great, let me know. Down in the comment section, what kind of experience you've had with Frontier, and also which airline should I do next. Let me know down in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.
Yeah, one thing, don't y'all ever in life fly Frontier. Ever. If you got to be somewhere, don't fly Frontier. And if you got buku bags, don't fly. Don't fly. You might as well go ahead and pay for that higher ticket or whatever, because baby, this is my first and last time flying with them. They would never get my money ever again, and I can guarantee you that.